Smoger. As the final seconds tick off in the 6th round, where Toney landed some more bombs.
Well, Mike was doing something smart right there, moving the opposite way, away from the right hand.
And it's not really the natural way to move for an orthodox fighter.
See, but he's getting out of range of the right hand.
Mike, he's counting on every right hand you throw. We got to apply more pressure. We're not applying enough pressure.
Okay, here we go. Here's that first right hand by Toney, right off the temple. Here comes McCallum right back. He stands up to it well. Toney steps in and throws a couple meaningless punches there. But here we go again. Toney out of a crouch. McCallum, bingo. They trade right hands. Toney drops his head and avoids McCallum's, and McCallum takes his. Here we get the sharp vision overhead replay. It's a good angle. Bingo. Oh, man. McCallum with his left hand down and his chin up. And Toney even dug in a little body shot to the liver right there for extra good measure.
Well, you know, I think that I see a little blood coming from either the mouth or the nose of McCallum.
Right. Through 6 rounds, McCallum is the worst for wear between the two. Toney goes after him once again as we start round 7.
Looks like Toney's building some confidence here.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Can McCallum knock him out, Joe, do you think?
Oh, yeah. Either of these guys can knock either one of them.
Well, it takes a second.
Right. Yeah. You can tell they're throwing with so much power. Either of these guys could really...
Nice right hand by Toney again. He's got a beautiful right hand.
Oh,
nice.
That was sweet. That was a heck of a move.
Beautiful move. That's where the old experience comes in. I wonder if McCallum, why his breathing problem is because of being punched in the nose.
Oh, good combination from Toney.
Good right uppercut, left hook by Toney, but McCallum answered with his own left hook.
There seemed to be a cut on McCallum's nose, probably.
McCallum staying active with the jab. There's another one.
This may boil down to a battle of wills here. Who's really willing to stick it out?
Well, McCallum's dropping that left hand down real low, and that's what he's vulnerable for, right hand.
Right.
You know, as the rounds go, most fighters do drop their hands.
Ooh, good exchanges.
Keep up, Mikey, keep up.
Steve Smoger warning McCallum to keep the punches up.
McCallum's left hook straight a little bit low, and Toney gave him a signal that it was low, and Smoger warned him.
Well, the people are actually...
McCallum's still low. Oh, good right hand from Toney again. Followed up with a left.
Well, what Toney's doing now is he throws that right hand. He's expecting that right hand counter coming back from McCallum.
But McCallum's best punch is that left hook. If he shoots it right, it can be very good against Toney. Because every time that he Toney, he caught Toney with the left hook.
McCallum's mouth wide open.
Absolutely. 40 seconds to go in the 7th.
That's how you get your jaw broke.
Right.
Both fighters are reaching down deep to start to try to end this fight quick as they can.
Oh. McCallum snuck in some real short, little subtle body shots there that seemed to hurt Toney, made him flinch a little bit in there. That's his forte, though.
I think, by the way, the picket going down to 157 is actually working for McCallum as far as his hand speed.
Oh. McCallum goes after Toney. Finish up the 7th. Well, first Toney puts his hands up, and then McCallum puts his hands up. So they're starting to go after each other.
McCallum really rallied at the end of that round.
Believe me.
Over that hook, jab and hook. You got now. Look here.
All right, Sam Dinellen. How do you have it? This is a tough one to score.
I have McCallum winning by 1 point because of that last round. I also gave him the 5th round. I thought that was experience just showing out. It was a real dull, real slow, real breather kind of round. And McCallum said, hey, you know, this is one I can just steal away. And he did. He put it in his pocket. And who knows, if this thing stays like that, that round may come back to haunt James Toney at the end.
That exciting 4th round you gave to James Toney.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You see that little nick on the bridge of McCallum's nose.
Well, this fight is neck and neck. 40% each they've landed through 7 rounds of their punches, total punches.
Here we go for round 8. James Toney, the IBF middleweight champ, and Mike McCallum. It's been a fun fight so far.
Of course, Eddie Futch calling out to McCallum to use that left hook more, as you pointed out earlier, Marvin.
Because Toney, now you see where he's got his right hand in the front of his face. If McCallum, every time that he would jab and hook off the jab, it's effective. Excuse me.
And Bill Miller, of course, in the opposite corner, asking Toney to give him a little bit more movement, box a little bit more.
I think Toney would have to put more pressure on McCallum.
So you don't necessarily agree with the instructions he got in the corner, then, huh?
No, not to box. I think he's got to go after McCallum and put the pressure on him and throw punches.
McCallum again with the low punch.
And try to tire McCallum out, because that's where the experience is coming in, what he's doing. But you got to give both credit to both fighters. They've been taking tremendous punches.
Marvin, this is a 12-round fight tonight. How much different is that 12-round fight compared to the 15s, because you fought those?
Oh, well, I prefer the 15s anyway, but these guys seem like they're in great shape for this 12th round, because they know. Oh,
another right hand from Toney.
Beautiful right hand from Toney. To take such punishment like that, they have to be in tremendous shape. I'm very impressed with both of these fighters.
Another right from Toney. Stronger right hands have come from James Toney throughout this fight.
Well, Toney's trying to counterpunch now off McCallum's jab.
Toney puts that shoulder up nice when he wants to block that right hand. He's not. Oh, comes out of there.
Good combination from James Toney. Not a lot of starch in McCallum's punches there.
He seems to be losing a little steam. You're right.
Well, Toney's kind of laying back now. He knows. I think he feels the tiredness of McCallum.
Toney landed. McCallum with a small combination, but I don't think there's a lot on it. I think there's more on Toney's punches by a wide margin.
He's breathing kind of hard now.
It was a combination, 3 punches in the middle of that round, which I think told the big tale of this fight. 15 seconds to go in this 8th.
McCallum's trying to stay tight now with Toney, which is a smart move for him, because he's not getting caught with the right hand as much now.
And in turn is landing a few good body shots in there.
Sure. But there's nothing on him, but he's protected.
I think that was an important round for James Toney.
Wow. What a pace.
You want to go on with this belt?
All right.
Huh?
There's the body.
You want to go on with this belt? All right, we'll go out to the shoulder.
You can't
Fight's too close. You keep me too close.
body.
You hear me?
You can't handle the hook.
Keep me too close.
Double that hook.
What you're doing is trying to knock me out with one big punch.
Stay low.
Put them
Don't stand up
together.
straight.
You're shooting the right hand, but
Talking. Here we go. On the replay here, you got James Toney counter right hand right on the chin, but look at McCallum come back. It's amazing that he hasn't really wobbled or gone down from that. Here we go, another look. McCallum going downstairs and Toney popping out with his right hand through a left hook and another short right hand. Missing a little wildly there, but, you know, give both these guys credit. McCallum for taking it and Toney for coming up with those good, sharp, hard punches.
I think now that what McCallum's strategy will be is to stay closer to Toney now, because he realizes that if he stays close, he's not getting hit much with the right hand.
It worked for him at the end of the round.
Exactly.
9th round. And just in case you're wondering about the Star of David on Toney's shorts, that's for his manager, Jackie Callan.
See, McCallum should be moving the other way, the opposite way, away from Toney's right hand.
up, Mikey. Keep him up, Mike.
Again, the warning from Smoger. Had you expected to see more body punching from McCallum tonight?
Well, I really did, but, you know, he's starting to go to that body the last round and this round, but he's kind of running out of time here going to the body. I think he should have gone to the body a little bit earlier in this fight. But, you know, it's never too late, I guess. He's laid in some nice shots this round.
My curiosity here is to see what McCallum has left in his punches. He's flicking the jab.
That's the left hook that I was speaking about, that he's got to throw more of.
Oh, well, he made a nice slip off to the side, McCallum, and really dug a good liver shot against Toney. But Toney keeps on coming. He seems to shrug everything McCallum throws at him, shrugs it right off.
Yeah, but McCallum now is moving right in the target of Toney's right hand.
Midway through the 9th round.
He should be moving the other way and start to shoot his own right hand. See, exactly.
Big McCallum right hand. Toney tries to come back. Misses wildly.
Nice move.
Oh!
Nice move.
McCallum landing in the 9th. Another body shot with the right from McCallum, and Toney comes back at him.
Oh, good counter right hand by Toney. But this McCallum, now you know why he's been champ since 1984.
Exactly. But McCallum has to worry about that he don't tire out.
Toney slips away from the corner.
I think Toney's doing a strategy now to let McCallum punch his way out. It takes some energy out of him.
I'll tell you what, McCallum landed 1 or 2 devastating hooks to the body. That's got Toney keeping his elbows in right now.
Well, I think he's caught Toney's attention a little bit.
But when McCallum moved over towards the corner, he didn't seem to have anything left.
Well, this is what that experience, like you said, for him being champion for so long.
Plus, there's only 15, 20 seconds left in the round. He's really done a lot in this round, and he deserves to wear out a little bit towards the end of these type of rounds where he's thrown that many hard shots.
Well, as I say,
left from Toney.
He can't stay away. He can't stay on the outside, McCallum. He's got to stay closer to Toney.
And just when we were wondering about McCallum, and he smirks at Toney, McCallum comes back with the strong 9th round.
We're losing this fight, boy. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
All right, Sam Dinellen, what do you have for us through 9?
Well, I'm giving that round to Toney because of the pops that he made early, but I don't feel good